Hello YouTube, Millennium X17 here, and we are going to be doing something pretty special today. I am going to be ordering a Carvin guitar. It's important because, well, it's expensive for me, and secondly, I've never even played a Carvin. I, for that matter, have never even seen one, so it is a bit of a risk. So, yeah, I might be a little crazy. Would have known that. But yeah, I've been thinking about it for quite some time now, and you know what? It's past time that I pulled the trigger on this. So let's get started.
Thank you for calling Carvin Audio and Amplifiers. For Carvin Audio sales, press 1. For Carvin Amplifier sales, press 2. For Carvin and Kiesel Instruments, press 3 or call. Thanks for calling Kiesel Guitars and Carvin Guitars. To speak with one of our custom shop experts, press 1. To reach our local showroom, press 2. To speak with our receptionist, press 3. Log on to carvinguitars.com. Carvin Guitars, this is Steve.
Hello.
Hi.
Is this the right number to be ordering a guitar from?
That is correct.
All right. Yeah.
I'll be glad to help you with that.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, what guitar are you looking at, Nick?
First thing first, I have a couple questions before we get that far.
Sure.
My first question is actually, I'd be surprised if anyone's ever asked this before of you. But is it okay if I record this phone call for my YouTube channel?
No problem at all.
All right, it's a good thing. All right, then okay, here we go. I have a couple of questions related to option 50s. I've heard some of them are returnable, some of them are not.
That's correct.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure before we go any further. The treated colorized fretboard, is that a returnable option or not?
No, it is not.
Okay, that's what I was afraid of. I've never even seen a Carvin guitar in person, much less played one. So that's a big risk. So that I would like to, but unfortunately that kills that option right there.
Right, yeah, and I would highly recommend for your first time getting your first Carvin is don't put a non-returnable option 50 on it.
Yeah.
Just because you want to leave that window of opportunity just in case it's just not for you.
Right.
98%, probably even higher than that. Everybody keeps their guitar. We just, don't get many returns.
Right. Yeah, no, you don't want to take that risk. I understand that.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want you to either.
Right. All right. I already pretty much know most of what I want, but there's a couple of things here and there. We'll probably cover them as we get to them. But California Carve Top CT6.
Okay.
The first question I have is 24 or 22 frets. I mean, is there really a big difference, or
it's mainly personal preference.
Personal preference.
Some guys don't need that upper register. Some guys do need those extra 2 notes for the type of music they play and the type of style of music and what they're playing. Mostly for more lead players. Rhythm players do not really need it.
I'm learning a mix of everything, but I've yet to seen or learn a song that needs them, so I'll just stick with the 22 fret then, CT6.
Okay.
And I'll be following along on the Guitar Builder on the website.
Okay, we're going to do right-handed or left-handed?
We're going to be right-handed.
Okay, and did you want to do any model upgrade on the bridge?
No, Tunematic and string through body.
Nice. How about the body and neck wood?
Okay, this is where my first question comes from. I would love to do the Koa neck, or the Koa body, but not the neck. Is there an option that just has the Koa body and a maple neck?
Well, it would probably be the mahogany neck on that particular guitar.
Right.
Let me see. Yeah, I should be able to write that up like that.
No, is that would that negate the returnability of it or no?
No, not at all.
Okay,
No.
I wouldn't think so, because the CT7 does have an option for a Koa body and a maple neck. But the CT6 only has the 4 options between mahogany, Koa, and...
Right, yeah, and there's stuff, that we can do that's not on the builder that still doesn't, void your 10-day trial period.
Right. So I'll do. You said that would come with the mahogany neck, though.
You want to see
Well,
if we can do maple.
well, here's the
And
thing. Here's the thing, though. As soon as we get to the next page, when we choose the neck, that'll be changed anyway.
oh, you're gonna do a 5-piece neck on it?
Yeah, yes, that's correct. So koa body is definitely what I would like.
Okay. And what kind of top wood you want to do?
Top is going to be the flame maple.
Okay. And any body painting on it? Body binding painted?
The binding is going to be the natural top wood binding.
Okay. What color you want to do?
The color I would like is the FDQ6 Deep Aquaburst Flame.
Nice.
And I was told by one of my prior questions when I called earlier in the month that I would you would just use a reference photograph off the website as to what I was looking for, because I've been looking in. Some of them are varying wildly even within just Aquaburst. So the one that I was looking at that looks closest to what I would like to have is the Neil Zaza signature has a Aquaburst in its gallery. That is the one that if there were to use a reference, what it would look closest to.
Okay, let me see about that one there. Because pretty much any time we reference a photo on it, it's going to be $100 and option 50.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well,
well,
non-returnable option 50.
Okay, well, between when I see Aquaverse, when I search it on your website, there's a lot that are, even though it all says Aquaverse, they're all varying wildly as to what becomes what.
The one on the Neil Zaza one, that's a quilted maple top, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be an exact photo match, but just a reference for the solid blue on the outside with the the teal on the inside. Some of them I've seen with less teal, some of them I've seen with more, blue mix, but that's about the closest, just to give a reference. It doesn't have to be an exact copy thereof.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it also has to do with the what do I want to say, with the body on the wood or the body's shape. Because I'm going to the photo gallery now. We have 7 deep aquaburst on flame maple, and that body just they all have about the same amount of burst edge on them. That one's just got a different top on it. But have you been on the photo gallery?
Yes, I have. I've been searching that for a while now.
And just searched aquaburst on flame maple.
Flame maple, there it is.
And it pulls up 7 guitars.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, just 7.
Okay, so you see that first one, that 12 string?
Yeah.
Yeah, see how the blue edge around that one is is pretty consistent, and then the next one still has the same blue edge, but the body is so much larger there in the back part of it.
Right.
So it looks like it has more teal on it, and then the base, pretty much has the same blue all the way around it. The teal doesn't look as pronounced because that piece of flame is not as pronounced of a piece of flame.
Right.
As like say the DC800 underneath it, so that flame comes out really stands out a lot. So. And then even the DC600 underneath it, if you really look, the blue is pretty consistent around the edge. It just happens to be the kind of the design of the flame. And then that 800, if you look at it real close, it kind of looks a little bit lighter in the center than the 600, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know and I'm not sure if because they have about the same kind of amount of flame in them.
Right.
And I'm not sure why that looks like that. It could be a little bit of the lighting. And look at the headstock on the DC600 versus the DC800. You see how bright, shiny that looks?
Yeah.
And compared to the headstock on that, and they're exactly pretty much the same. It's just one's got a white logo, one's got a gold logo.
Right. Okay.
But, so I think it has a little bit to do with the lighting.
Yeah.
So but it is really actually pretty consistent with the blue edge in the middle of it. So.
Okay, that's fine then. Aquaburst.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's get back over here. And deep aquaburst. No black on the back or anything, right?
That is correct. It is going to be a clear back.
Okay. Nice. And what was that 5-piece neck that you wanted to do?
Okay, continuing on. It's going to be a 5-piece maple neck with 2 koa stripes.
Okay, sweet. And do you want clear gloss on the back of the neck, or do you want a
No,
different finish on it?
clear satin.
Clear satin. Nice.
Yes. I cannot stand the gloss on the back of the neck.
Right there with you, man. I like tongue oil myself the best, so. But satin matte is very similar too, so.
Right.
Okay.
Standard headstock, the carved top headstock.
And painted to match the body, right?
That's correct.
Okay. What fingerboard wood do you want to do?
Fingerboard's going to be flame maple.
Nice. Any inlays on there?
It's going to be abalone block.
All right. Nice. And what about your fret size?
Frets are going to be stainless medium jumbo.
Okay. And is 14-inch radius good for you?
That's correct.
Okay. And did you want to do any different pickups besides the standard ones?
Here's the thing. I looked at the pickup comparison guide, and I don't understand any of it.
Well, let me ask you this. What genre or style of music you playing?
Anywhere between rock and roll and heavy metal. I bounce back and forth pretty regularly. And then there's also sometimes I'll be doing drop D as well, but mostly rock and roll and heavy metal is where I'm at.
What a lot of guys do on that, they'll do the M22 SD bridge pickup. That's our, like, what we call super distortion bridge pickup. It's made, for our metal guys.
Right.
And then that way you have that in the bridge, so if you turn that on and you want to get a little more grungy lead and stuff like that with it,
right,
you can pick that up, and then just stay with the standard neck pickup, because that's great for rock, blues, and jazz.
Right. What is the C22 bridge?
The C22B is a really very versatile pickup also too, and you can get that grunge stuff, through your pedal board.
Right.
Or through your amplifier.
Yeah.
The M22 SD really is more for, really for guys really like that for a hotter lead pickup.
Right. Honestly, I'll just stick with the standard pickups on that just to be safe.
Yeah, they're really cool, man. They have you can gather all kinds of really good tones with it. So.
Yeah.
Okay. And black pickups on there?
That was another thing I've been thinking about. I don't know if I want to break it up or not. I've been looking at.
I know what you mean, because the cream looks pretty good on that aqua, and black always goes good with everything. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Honestly, what I'll say is I'll just be safe and go with the black pickups on the black bezels.
Okay, perfect. And what kind of hardware you want to do?
Chrome hardware is fine.
Okay. And do you use 9s or 10 gauge strings?
10 gauge.
Okay. And you want to do the abalone logo on there?
Yes. Abalone logo,
cool.
and also metal knobs with abalone inlays.
Nice.
And another thing, another quick question here. The Dunlop strap locks, are those necessary, or are those,
No, it's not necessary. We install standard strap buttons on there, but if you've never used strap locks, they're actually really nice to use. I just started using them a couple years ago. I never really knew about them or did anything with them, but they're easier to put your strap on, and you're locked on. It's not gonna. If you bend over and you have a strap that's kind of loose, so your guitar's not gonna drop. It's locked in there, and it's just a small mechanism that goes onto your strap.
Right.
And you got a button that you slide it into the guitar, and then you release the button and it locks in. So to me, I think they're well worth $10 investment, and it just makes taking a strap on and off a lot easier too. So.
All right, yeah, we'll go with those.
Yeah, and give them a try. And worst comes to worst, you can always take the mechanism off of your strap if you don't like them, and just use a regular strap on there on the buttons.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay. And then did you want to do you want to do the ivory nut on there?
No.
Okay. And then anything on an engraved truss rod cover?
I've been debating and thinking about it back and forth, but ultimately I just can't come up with anything that would be meaningful to put up there.
Okay, that's cool. So,
well,
a lot of guys just put their initials on there too.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's the thing. I'm like thinking, well, what do I put on there? Do I put my initials? Ultimately I can't come up with anything. So while I might be willing to go with it, I just can't come up with anything. So I'll pass on that for this one.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And then what about which case would you like to roll with?
The hard shell, black Tolex hard shell.
Black. Okay, cool. All right, so let's see what we got here. And do you need a new strap or anything like that?
You know what? Yes, I'll grab a Carvin strap as well.
You want just the deluxe one, or you want the real nice leather one?
How much more is the leather one?
The leather one I can do for you is like $40.
All right, we'll just go with the common strap then.
Okay. We can do that. And let's see here. I showed this guitar all built up, 2269 landed to the door.
Okay.
And what I'll do is I'll throw in the strap for you, so keep the price the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
then how it works also too, if you didn't know, we do a 20. We can start it with as low as 20% down.
right, that's correct.
Which is about $450 will get it started.
Right.
And then you just pay the balance when it's done, or you can make some payments along the way. You can say, hey Steve, shoot me an email, say, hey Steve, put another $400, $500 on my card, whatever. So.
Yeah. Okay. So are you gonna be emailing me a build sheet on this?
Yeah, what I can do, what I usually do for my guys is I get the credit card information from them, put the bill together, and then I send you an email on it. And
Right.
then I wait for you to approve it to say, hey, yeah, everything looks good on the build. Or you can call me back and say, hey, what about this? I didn't see this. I didn't see that. What is this really on there? Is that really on there? And then we make sure that it's all totally complete before I submit it to the guitar department.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And did you want to do the 20%, or did you
I
want to
can
pay
do
it full?
I can do a lot more. See, this is I got my federal refund check on this past Saturday.
Nice, man.
Yeah,
Good.
and of course, I knew you guys were open on Saturday, but I didn't know it until I was already at work on Saturday night.
Oh, yeah, well, we're not on the phones on Saturday. But
Oh, you're not even on the phones on? All right, well, there's that as well.
Yeah, so that worked out good, so.
Yep. All right,
Uh,
so I can actually do a whole lot more than the 20% right now.
how much would you like to put down?
We can put down 1,500.
Okay, perfect.
You know.
Nice. GS25.
And
Okay, and what kind of card do you want to use, Nick?
it's gonna be my debit card. It's gonna be a Visa.
Okay, I'm ready for you. Oh, you know what? You might want to turn your recorder off if
Oh,
you
don't
have it
worry.
off yet.
This is gonna be heavily edited video.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, I'm ready for you.
All right, it's going to be.
Perfect.
And
So
this
you
is
did
when
that.
I hope that my bank doesn't freak out and do a fraud alert thing, which they love to do.
Yeah, and they might, and it happens all the time, honest. But I will let you know what they do. But me, first thing first, I'm gonna send you over a copy of this,
Right.
and then I'll wait for you to call me back or email me back and let me know it's ready to go, or if you have any questions, and then we'll correct those before we get it submitted to the guitar department for us to start building. So.
Right.
And right now we're about 8 weeks on build time.
All right, that's fine. It's gonna drive me crazy.
Oh, hey man, join the club, man. Everybody's in the same boat, so. All right, Nick, cool, man. Let me get this over to you in just a few moments, and then we'll talk again soon.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, Nick. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Yep, bye. Well, there we go. The 2260 is about the total. It doesn't show here because I don't have the proper things checked off. I think the Koa body is a $200 option. That's where it jumps up to the 2200, which is not all that bad. I was expecting about 22 to 2300. So there you go. You know what? I would have liked to have gotten the colorized fretboard. I would have done something in the same vein as the Aquaburst, but ultimately, since that is not a returnable option, that's for my first Carvin guitar. It's too big of a risk. So, but there's that, and yeah. Not too bad. So, until next time, guys, have yourselves a good day.